Hi everyone, and welcome back for another AI episode in our AI series in Unreal Engine 4. Last time we've been creating a guard AI which patrols around the map and attacks us when it gets near us after chasing. We are now going to tweak the AI a little bit to make him a bit smarter, and the reason why we're making it a bit smarter is because, for example, if I chase after him, or he chases after me rather, I can jump over his head and he kind of loses me for a moment, which isn't really ideal because he should know that I just jumped over his head. So we're going to fix that, but whilst I'm here I'm going to actually show you the debugger for AI, as it can be quite useful trying to figure out how things are working. So to turn this on, you hit the apostrophe key on your keyboard, and by default it will show you two parts of it, and that is the AI part and the behavior tree part. I'm going to turn these two off for now, so you can see it completely blank. So to access these different settings, you hit the number pad 0. We'll turn on the nav mesh, so you can see the nav mesh that this AI has access to. Turning on 1 tells you details about the AI itself, basic stuff like it's the controller, the name of the pawn, so forth and so on. 2 turns on the behavior tree debug, so you can see what path the behavior tree is being taken and some of the values in the blackboards as well. 3 is EQS, which we haven't done yet, but we will be doing that in the future episodes soon. And 4 is finally perception. And perception, you can see here, you can see the vision cone coming out of their head. And when I walk into it, you can see that little green ball appear, like so. So that's the debugger, and it's quite useful to see how things working. So let's first of all fix that AI issue. To fix the issue, go into your AI controller and choose your AI perception component. In here we've got the sense configuration for the site, and in that list you'll find a couple of settings which you may need to tweak to suit your own personal needs. One is your peripheral vision half angle, and this is basically how much of an angle to the left and to the right can it see. So I've put in 45. I think the default's 90, but I'll put in 45 as I found that to be the sweet spot for me, but you tweak that as you wish. And the second one, which solves our issue, is this auto success range. This auto success range means that this will always return successful if they have already sensed you and you're suddenly not being sensed. So it gives you a moment of kind of cleverness. So this range here, if I change this to say 1000, actually let's change it to 1500. So 1500, if I were to then jump over the AI's head again, you'll notice he'll turn around and chase me because he knows I just jumped over his head. Yep. And if I turn on the perception, oh, didn't turn on. Sometimes it doesn't turn on for whatever reason. Let's try that again. There we are. So if I turn on the perception, if I go into his vision cone, it would sense me. If I go outside of his vision cone, he'll still be able to figure out where I was. So it's a lot more realistic to what you'd imagine. Okay. So that's that. We're now going to be able to add the ability for us to distract the guard by whistling. So to accomplish that, we need to first of all set up the whistle. So the whistle is in the third person character. We're going to go to the input settings in our project settings underneath the edit menu. Go to our inputs, and we're going to add a new action mapping. And the action mapping is going to be distract. And I'll make this a C key, like so. So when I push the C, the event distract will be called. So when we call this event, we just think we're going to play a sound. Now I've already recorded a sound and imported it in. It's just a whistle. It's just me whistling. See if I can find it for you. Okay, so we're just going to put that in to the third person character here to be played when we play this vicious key. So quite simply just do play sound at location, choose your sound from the list, and the location will be the get actor location of your player character, like so, and that will play the whistle. Click compile, and the last thing we need to do here is to report that noise as a noise. So off here we can go report noise event, and the noise location will be the same as where we're playing it. Loudness we're going to leave as 1. Instigator we're going to make as self, and the instigator is the actor that triggered this noise, so which is me, the player character. And the max range we'll leave as 0, and the tag we're going to change that to be noise. So it's a tag, it's just a bit of metadata. This is useful come later on when we want to determine what's been sensed. So leave it as noise and go back to your game, push play. If I push C, I'll whistle. He doesn't know who I am, it doesn't work for him yet. That's our next step. So the next step is handled in the AI controller for the NPC. Click on your AI perception, and on the right hand side where you set up the AI site configuration, above that you want to hit the plus icon to add another element. And we're going to choose from the drop down it says none, we're going to change that to AI hearing. And in the hearing configuration, you'll be able to change the hearing range, and what we need to change is the detection by affiliation. So turn all 3 of these on, and we're going to leave that as is. Now if I push play, he will hear you and come running at you, even if you're behind a wall. Hello. So what's happening there is because I'm triggering him, he's capturing that report that we've done on the third person character, and that report's being handled by this event on target perception updated. Because this doesn't specify which stimulus, it just triggers all the time if there's a stimulus met, and because we've only set up the can see player, it will only do the can see player. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this so it does handle both, and the way we're going to do that is with a different event. So I'm going to change this on target perception updated to something else. I want them to be able to respond to anything. So click on your AI perception component and then right click to add an event for the AI perception. You want to choose the add-on perception updated. So previously we've been using the target one, and this works only just with one actor here. We want to work with multiple actors here for future proofing basically, so we can work with multiple players and multiple actors in the world. So updated actors here is an array, so we're going to do a for each loop to get that access to that list of actors. In that list we're going to spit out an actor reference, and for each one of those we want to get the AI perception of each one. So to do that we're going to drag your AI perception component out, drag out from there, and you want to get actors perception, and this will be getting the actor goes into here, sorry, and it will retrieve whatever has been sensed. Okay, so basically what this is doing here, it will break, will get the stimulus away from the sense of what the sense has been triggered. The info is the sense, so we want to right click and split that, and we've got the target of it, and we've also got the last sense stimuli, which is an array. What we're going to do is do a for each loop on each one of those and plug that in like so. So now we've got an array element which is an AI stimulus source. So here we can break that to get access to something familiar, which is all the AI data, the stimulus data we need. Now previously we put a tag on our noise, so noise, and that noise is what we're going to that tag is what we're going to compare it with to determine whether or not we heard the player or we've seen the player. So from the tag here we're going to go equals equals, and we're going to type in the word noise, and this is going to go into a branch. So it's going to check each of the AI stimulus sources that have happened, check whether or not the tag is noise. If it is noise, we want to change something on the behavior tree so it isn't chasing the player, but instead goes to investigate that noise. So on the behavior tree here, we need to make another branch going off over here to investigate noises. So I'm just going to move this all down, like so, and we're going to make another branch here for a sequence, and I'm going to name this sequence investigate. This investigation will happen on a blackboard key. So go to your blackboard and go new key, and we go boolean, and you go is investigating. Go back to your behavior tree. You can now set a blackboard decorator, so go add decorator, blackboard, and you want to choose the blackboard key is investigating. So something that we've done plenty of times, just doing it again over here. On the investigation, what I'm going to do is stop what they're doing completely. So when they hear the noise, they stop patrolling, stop everything they're doing, and want to start investigating it. So click on the blackboard decorator here, and where it says observer aborts, choose both. Now, the actual investigation part of it, we're going to come off, we're going to go new tasks, and we want to first of all rotate to face BB entry, and that BB entry will be target location. After that, we want to wait, so make them pause, okay, and I'll make them wait 2 seconds. After that, I want them to move to a target location. After that, I want them to wait around at that location for a little bit. Again, I'm going to put it as 2 seconds. And after that, I want them to stop investigating. This will involve a new task. So go up to the top and go new task, BT task, blueprint base. And we're going to go execute, receive execute AI, and finish execute as well. And when it receives the execute, we want to tell it to stop that investigation, which is on the blackboard. So we need a blackboard variable. Go to variables, and we go BB investigating, and the variable type is a blackboard key selector, and we'll make it editable. Click compile, and we'll drag this out, choose get, and we'll set value as bool. And tick the success box on the finish. So this will now tell it to stop investigating. Okay. We need to name our task. So let's go back to my folder here. Stop investigating. And in there, behavior tree, we're going to add that stop investigating task, making sure that we change the BB investigating variable to the correct is investigating blackboard key. So that will stop then, and we'll go back up the chain and won't go back down it because investigation is now false. Click save, and we are now going to back to our AI controller to set that blackboard value on our branch here. So if it is noise, I want to set the blackboard value as bool to be true for the is investigating. So we want to get the blackboard, and then from there I'm going to set blackboard value as bool. The key name, we're going to make the key name by typing it in, so make literal name, and we'll name it exactly how it appears over here. So is investigating is our blackboard key. So is investigating. Make sure you spell it exactly, and we're going to tick that as true. Okay. if it is false, I'm going to come down here and basically do the same as I had up here. So copy and paste that will do, like so, and the ball value will become true for can't see player. Also, not true. My bad. We don't want it true. We want it successfully sensed. That way. Okay. We also want successfully sensed to go to this ball over here too. There we go. So once we've got the is investigating is true, we want to set the target location to be the location of the stimulus location. Okay. So very similar thing here. We're going to do the get blackboard again up the top here. Set value as vector. Key name we're going to make literal, and type in the name target location, and the vector value will come from our stimulus location. It's a bit messy, you'll probably make it neater, but this will do the trick. So now, if I will go back to game and hide on this wall, I'm going to turn on the debug menu for this so you can actually see. Oh, it hasn't worked. No. So it's very temperamental sometimes, that debug menu. No, come on. There we go. So turn off AI, turn on perception. If I now whistle, it will look over, and now it's going to walk over to this spot over here and investigate it, like so. He will then wait there for a little while before returning back to his patrol route. So for fun, I've also recorded some dialogue for him to say. So I've got a dialogue here. If I go into my sound file, yeah, so we're going to add that to our behavior tree as well. So let's go into our behavior tree. So when this is first starting, I'm going to play sound, and I'll put that in between the rotate and the first wait. I'm going to choose the sound. If it's going to load up, we may need to make it a sound cue first, so let's do that first of all. Sound dialogue. So right click on sound, make cues, and go create cue. Create cue. Oh, yeah, there you go. Right, back to our tree, and we now should be able to choose our cue, and our at the end, when it stops investigating, we're going to play another sound. We'll put that in between the. We'll put it in after the wait, before the wait, sorry. And the play sound here would be in nothing. Here, cue. So push play. I can whistle. I don't know if it played it. Let's turn on the thing. Where's it gone? It's taking a long way round. Oh no, he's just returned back to his path. Ah, it's not hearing it now. Oh, yeah, okay, he saw me. Let's go back to here. Now, is the sound triggering something I don't want triggering? It shouldn't be reporting a noise. Let's delete that. Let's have a look and see if that does it. Okay, so it looks like the sound that he's playing on his behavior tree is also triggering him to stop investigating for somehow. Okay. Be right back. I'll figure that out and get back to you. Okay, so we solved the issue. The way you want to do it is not have it in the behavior tree. So we took out the play sounds here, and what we're going to do is add it to our AI controller. So the first noise, the we're going to put at the end of this setting value as balls and whatnot. We're going to put that in as a play sound at location. I'm going to choose the sound, and the location is going to be this receiver location. So drag that out, and that'll put in the receiver's location there. After that, we also want to go into stop investigating task, where we're told that if investigating boolean turn off. Between that and the end, we also want to play the sound at location for the nothing here. And the location value will come from the controlled pawn and get in the actor's location. Like so. Compile it and push play. Now, if I push the C, you heard him say and now he's going to walk over to our investigative spot, and then he'll comment on what he sees. There you go. And now he returns back to his previous place. And that's how we do distractions. Thanks very much for watching, and leave any comments below, any questions you want to ask or anything you'd like to see with AI. Always helpful to see what people want to see in next videos. Thanks very much for watching, and big thank you to everyone that's been supporting me on Patreon. If you want to support me and watch these next parts right now, you can do. Head over there, patreon.com/Ryan Laley. For at least $1, loads of videos available to you, exclusively yours, and Discord access and all sorts of things. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.